Welcome to Slab Podcast, episode 64, where the grades matter, there are no rules. How you doing, Professor Oak?
Hey, I'm good, man. How you doing, Mr. Josh?
64. That's 8 times 8. That's pretty cool. That's a big number. I like it. I like it. Let's keep on keeping on, shall we?
Yeah, it's never ending. Like I feel like we're just to the moon, right? We're just cruising and bruising and just moving on up. It's good. I love it.
Yeah. I'm thinking we haven't really done guests. Maybe we do some more, maybe not too frequent. Once a month, once every 2 months. Let us know if you'd be interested in seeing some guests on here.
I like it.
Basically, it would be a guest host. We wouldn't bring them on to interview them. We would bring them on. They'd briefly introduce themselves, and we get into the episode. Is basically how it would go.
Yep.
So yeah, let us know if you'd be interested in something like that. That'd be pretty cool. It's just tough to organize with our crazy ass schedules sometimes. So
I'd want to watch that. If it's not me, with the person, the ones that I've seen you do, there's been a couple now. I've really enjoyed listening to them. Usually, stick my AirPod in while I'm doing stuff and listen to it. It's been fun. So yeah, I'm sure other people would agree. It's always nice to have a little bit of a change, I guess. Despite how we have it set up, I think it works well, you and I. But it is fun to throw someone else in the mix every now and again. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. So let's jump into the spicy comment. So last week, just like every week, we do a spicy comment. I actually won for the first time, and I feel like I don't even want to guess how long it's been. It's been a few weeks, probably 8 weeks almost, if I'd guess. I had said Professor Oak needs to be at another Collecticon this year. So rightfully so, that was the most upvoted because of such a short stint you had at the recent one. I don't even think you're going to Card Party, right?
I don't think so.
So you've only been to one other Collecticon, and you were there for a day.
2. A bit. That was my third Orlando Collecticon.
Wasn't there only 2 so far? Oh no, there was 3
before this. Yeah, the first one is
go to that one.
Actually, yeah, you weren't there, but that was when I met
Dan,
Old
probably.
School, and that was the thing. I met Old School, and Dan came right after I left, so I missed him at that one. So I didn't meet him till this year, and then I missed him till last year, and then I missed him this year again because he came the next day, and I was there on Saturday. Oh my god!
So you left early on the first one?
No, I was there till I was there pretty early. I was there for a while, but he was like super late. He came like real late, and
sounds about right. So what is it going to take? I'm doing Chicago. I think that's the last one I'm doing.
Chicago sounds fun. That was where I think I was talking with Pokemon Wonder about that on the podcast where he broke me down into some of my history, and I think I talked about me landing in Chicago and that kind of like being my start. My first week in America. That place was wild, but that would be really fun to go back and do that. What's the date? Do you know the date of it? It's October or something, right?
First or second weekend of October.
Yeah, so I don't think it's out of the question. I don't think I can commit 100%, but I like the idea of it. It's definitely not off the table.
All right.
But I know I had a pretty spicy one, but I guess I didn't win, so we can't talk about that. You're the winner, so I'll let you go first. What you got for this week?
I'm not done talking about you coming to Collecticon.
Don't
try and brush.
Try to move by.
You're like, all right, we're moving on. We're done. We're not effing done. I was about to give a whole speech to your wife so you can show her later. Are you ready?
Okay. Go on. We're recording.
Yeah, we are recorded. So, Mrs. Oak, if you are listening to this video at a future time, I fully promise he will be a very responsible human being. You would hopefully maybe join him, get the kiddos a babysitter for the weekend. Ooh. My wife will be there the entire weekend. It would be an honor to have you guys there. That would be very cool. But I think it'll be a great time, especially if you can get out there, see some of the homeland of Chicago. Has she been to Chicago?
I don't think so.
Chicago's gorgeous, especially in October, fall weather. It is like peak season. It could be cold, but it is like beautiful to be there. I love it. My sister went there for 4 years. A lot of traveling there. If you can figure out a sitter, highly, highly recommend. I would be eternally grateful. I would owe you so many debts. Call me. Let me know how I can help. I will help set up the flights. I'll make it all happen. It's gonna happen.
Are you selling?
I have 2 tables I'm selling.
Okay, so we could have a sit down. We could grab a seat or whatever, sit down and stuff if you wanted. Yeah.
Yep. And I could boot somebody out of my section so you can get a table if you want.
Yeah, squeeze in somewhere.
Put you under my table, you know.
I gotta get some stuff off the PSA. I'm slacking. I've had a pile that's just like half sorted and half pre-graded for ages. I also need to open some stuff. I have like boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. I just need to open it. And I actually had Paldea Evolved, the Pokemon Center ETBs. They're a bit extra now, like price wise, since it went to Scarlet Violet. They're like $50-$60 or whatever. But I just literally sold out at 110 on eBay for an ETB, for a very new ETB. Yeah, one guy bought 2 and left me good feedback. I'm like, okay, I
that's
don't
the Magikarp set, right? So
I think that's it. There is a couple of really nice cards in there. I was looking at another one. It was one of the trainers, and it looked really nice too. So I get it, like, because some of the cards have got pretty pricey, but I need to prep for a CollectCon, and I think Chicago, I've probably got enough time. It's only the beginning of June, so I should get some stuff graded. Maybe sort out some stuff to buy and sell. Yeah, get my things in order. I think it'd be nice to maximize it, if I'm going to do it, to really maximize the time there. Good call.
Yeah. So I look forward to seeing you in October. It's going to happen. So, yeah, look forward to seeing you there. It'll be awesome, man.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah. That'll be sick.
All right. Here's with a spicy comment for this week, then.
You got one? You got ready to go?
Yeah. Have you?
Rip it.
Okay, I'll go. So your spicy comment was that I need to go to a CollectCon this year. My spicy comment is we should set up an event, not a CollectCon, obviously, but we should set up an event and own that shiz, Dagreenshiz. Your turn.
Going for the popular vote. I like it always. How do I beat that? Man. Could just call old school Pokemon a bitch again, probably, and I'd probably win. I won't use that.
Where is he? I feel like I haven't seen him in forever. He's on eBay. That's the only time I ever see him anymore. We're not seeing him in videos. We had the podcast.
He does that really
but yeah, I saw that, but I need his presence back. I miss his presence.
Yeah, I told him, I blasted him on here in one of my spicy comments, doing him his disservice to not making content. I get he's busy, but he gets good views on his videos, so it's just a beautiful son of a bitch.
It's community. He needs to appeal to our community.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
If you have a full-time job and you are doing Pokemon on the side, you probably and you have a family, you probably shouldn't be spending more than 20 hours a week with cards. Otherwise, you're neglecting something.
I forget it's generous at 20, but yeah, I'm right there with you. Okay. So you guys know what to do. You're going to see our comments. We do it pretty early on because we know when it's going live. So watch out for those. But after you click like on my comment, that's one of the first ones, make sure you leave a comment. I don't care what it is. Leave a spicy topic. Doesn't have to be crazy. Mine aren't always that great. Josh's are always terrible, but you can always just leave one. I want you to get votes, get involved. So, Team Rocket, are you freaking kidding me? The Team Rocket set. I like literally got butterflies when I heard of that. I could feel my body have a reaction to the idea of there being a Team Rocket set again. I feel like it's been just an unreal, unimaginable thought that we would actually ever get one, especially with all the new generations and new teams and stuff. What's your thoughts? What were your reaction to the possibility of this, to that copyright trademark thing getting set up?
It definitely tickled my pickle. I was excited.
Yeah.
It was a good one. It was a good sensation. I like the set a lot. I like the old set. I'm talking about Team Rocket. I like the old set. I like the Cosmo Hollow. It was banger.
My favorite vintage set.
But I feel like I was like, man, I feel like they're gonna like not reprint one of the old cards, but I feel like they're gonna pay like a homage to one of those old school cards and do it right. And I was thinking, I was like, Team Rocket, what card? And I was like, oh snap, it's probably going to be more so based off of the EX era, because we're again now in the EX era. So EX Team Rocket Returns, that set. And I was thinking like one of those cards. So give me the freaking Zapdos, bud. The Zapdos EX. Sheesh.
I didn't even think about that.
Though, give me those cards, the Suicune, the Entei. Give me that, something from that.
I got goosebumps. Oh my god, can you imagine?
That'd be sick.
Oh my god, my heads are standing up. That would be. I was excited about Celebrations, right? I was excited about 151. Like, we've had a lot of good sets. We've had a lot of good artwork. And there's been a lot of one-off cards that I've got excited about. But the idea of this is a full set. I'm guessing it's going to be a specialty set. You know, it's going to be something that's really going to be pushed with all the different types of products, just like we saw with Celebrations 151. But man, I mean, this is going to be hype. Like, there's going to be some serious demand for this. I think not to get too serious about it, but I think what's really going to shake out, and I was talking a little bit with Dak and Neo about it, you know, a couple of comments we had about it. I really think that it depends on what they print, because I know they're printing a lot of stuff right now. But even so, we're not seeing like 151 sit on a lot of shelves places, right? Like, I haven't really seen it in the places that I've looked. Some stuff's cheap. Like, I know there's like TikTok deals and all the rest of it. Like, there was stuff going on. But I think if it's that hype, I don't even know if it's going to matter how much they print. I think people are just going to want to gobble it up, even people not ripping it, just to hold it and seal it and throw it in a cupboard and stuff like that, because they know this is going to be a special set with some pretty special artworks. Like full art Jesse and James, you know that's coming, and that's going to be amazing.
We had one of those.
Yeah, and it's cute. It's cute. It was like, well, I want to say it's a Cosmic Eclipse. I can't remember. It's one of those sets, and it's like it's very much the cartoon style, you know, like the anime. But I really think that they would probably do, like you said, they're going to do a much more modern take on it, and there's going to be some pretty special stuff in there that's going to pay homage, to the old stuff. The creativity they could have with this set is like unreal, because they've got free reign. They can do whatever they want, but now they have the old school stuff and 50 incredible artists that they could throw at it. It's just going to be off the chain. It's going to be next level.
Couple questions. Which Pokemon, if you could pick one from either Rocket set, would you want to see like a new modern rendition of? Which card? Like full art, like, but related to the old art.
This might be a hot take. This might be an actual hot take.
Dark Duck Trio? Yeah, me too.
No. So, super disappointing one. But everybody loves Dark Charmeleon, right? They all think that that's an amazing, incredible, like one of the best ones. Like, I don't know what it is. People love the Dark Charmeleon artwork. I don't think it's that great. So I actually would like them to do that because I think they would fix it and make it better if they did a different version or rendition or style of it. That would please me because that's like one of the few artworks where I felt actually kind of underwhelmed on what it was. And I was always a little confused on why everyone else thought it was such a good artwork. And I'm sure you guys are going to kill me in the comments for that because I know people, like I've heard a lot of people really say that they love it a lot, but it just doesn't hit for me. So I'd like for them to fix that. But also, there's a lot of fun ones in there, and I liked the Team Rocket with a tiny bit of hollow. There was like a couple of little dabs of hollow on it on the hollow version. I'd like for them to do something like that, but make it fancy and more special. I really think that would be a fun one. Even though it's a trainer, whatever. And I think they could just play around with dark artwork. Now would be so impactful. I just think it would be so next level because even though it was dark back then, especially like Dark Charizard, like that was a dark card. Like that didn't match the set very well. But just thinking of the kind of artwork that we have right now, the quality that the artists are putting out, I mean, a Dark Charizard would be off the chain. I mean, it's hard to even imagine what that would look like. But what about you? What do you think?
I would have liked that Zapdos EX, like I said. That was kind of what I was thinking, is like something because we're in the new EX era and that fits in kind of perfectly.
It makes sense.
That'd be pretty cool. I was thinking about the dark. I really would love to see them bring the dark cards back. I hope they do. I was thinking recently the Groudon recently printed full art. It's like a dark card.
Yep.
It kind of reminds me of some of those Team Rocket cards, which was pretty cool.
Very similar, and I could see Groudon fitting well with that. Yeah, I agree.
That's cool. Yeah, so I'm excited. It'll be. I have 151 basically complete because I just bought like the last 7 cards I needed because I'm tired of ripping packs. So
I don't even know where I'm at. I remember, I sent you a bunch of stuff. You sent me a bunch of stuff that we both needed, but I need to check on where I'm at on that. I think I still need quite a few.
But I could see that being my next binder set I do.
Yeah, I mean that's one where I would want all of it. I would just want everything. Even some of the more basic common stuff, I would eat it up. But that was like I still have my Team Rocket binder over there. I can see it. Like that was the set that I wanted. That was the first cards that I ever graded. My first PSA submission was my personal collection Team Rocket cards when I was a kid, and really special. A lot of people have a strong connection to that set for sure. It's gonna be epic if they do something. It's gonna bring a lot back. But yeah, like you say, EX and some of the other stuff that floated around the past 20 years with Team Rocket dabbling in it and doing some stuff. I think they could go a few directions with it. So I am very curious. I'm confused on the name too.
What was the name of it?
Because I saw someone post a video and it was like Team Rocket Returns, and then I was like, I thought the other thing said it was like Team Rocket. I forget what it was. It was I saw something that said this was what it was copyrighted at, and then someone made a video saying it was called Team Rocket Returns, and I was like, that doesn't match up. It doesn't make sense. But so I don't know where we're at.
Yeah.
I haven't invested a lot of time into it, but the idea that I saw of it and the people talking about it, I was like, hell yeah, I'm in. I'm all in. Take my wallet.
Hell yeah, it'll be sick. I'm excited. When do you think it would come out? If you had to guess, when do you think it would drop? Based on them doing the copyright, probably now-ish.
I think this year might be too early, but I would love for it to come out for that last specialty set of the year. I just feel like they probably already have that one planned out and the cards made, the designs made for the cards and stuff. Like I feel like they're probably pretty well progressed on that. So it's got to be next year.
Yeah, my thought initially, I had posted in, I don't know what Discord, probably your Discord, saying that it being copyrighted now, I could definitely see it being easily a year out. Like, okay, here's the set name. Now
Right.
go through all the drawings. Now this is what we're doing. I couldn't see them doing it backwards and naming the set and getting that pulled after they do all the art. Guess we'll find out. Because if it drops sooner, then we'll know the kind of the timeline, and maybe somebody already knows the general timeline from prior sets, but I don't. I
It
could
seems
see
like
it.
a risk. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it being the specialty set at the end of next year, even, which suck massive donkey balls, but it would almost
Yeah.
timeline.
Hmm. Yeah. I could see that. I think that would make sense. I think it would be a risk, like making any progress with it, and then, like you're saying, and then go try and do the legal aspect of it, of naming it. So I feel like this is the first ring on the ladder, and yeah, a year. I think that makes sense. A year. I can't see it being this year. That seems way too early.
Yeah. Yep. Um, do you got a business credit card? I can't remember.
Yeah.
American Express?
I don't think so. Let me see. It's Chase, so I doubt it.
Probably not then.
Yeah, my card number is 4246. What you want me to read it out?
Yeah. What are the last three digits?
Yeah, I got debit and credit. They're both Chase, but it's Visa. It's not Amex.
So it was just announced that eBay and American Express are breaking up. I have my personal credit card. The main one is American Express, and my business credit card is also American Express, linked to my
Oh my
eBay
God.
for purchases. I'm set. I don't use my credit card for cash back. I'd rather give me the flight points, which is what I use it towards. Um, I'm sad that I won't be able to put these, because then when my purchases on eBay also go towards medallion status and getting free bumped up in my flights, and that's gonna go gone. Like, that's how I basically would get my medallion status, is by buying things with my card, and that's literally gone. So let me know recommended credit cards down below, because I'm looking, because I ain't gonna be using American Express anymore for my business credit card, at least, which blows. So
I will
yeah,
tell you, we the company I work for, we dropped American Express. I want to say 3-ish years ago. It was a little while ago, and never looked back. Like, wasn't even a blink of a
why?
thought after, because of the pricing.
Yeah,
And they don't care. I mean, they're for how good they are, a great company. Honestly, like I used to use my Amex for everything. A few years back, and I use my Chase because it's just got everything on mine there. But they are great, but they're just very stubborn. They're a stubborn company. Like
swinging their dicks around like Lego. Yeah,
they've got themselves on a little bit of a pedestal, and I think they've always kind of been like that. But I've seen it firsthand, and I worked very directly with the payment side of stuff, in a lot of what I was doing. So yeah, I saw kind of the effect and the result of dropping them, and it was positive. So not to be dramatic, but I can't see eBay bringing them back anytime soon. It's like, what's the incentive? Like, it's not going to bring customers in. They'll just use a different card, or get a different card, or pay a different way.
yeah.
Well, you could still pay through PayPal probably through Amex. There's probably some other way you could probably figure out how to do it. I don't know.
I would have liked to hear what that delta was. Obviously, one company, American Express, was like, "Well, we need 3% credit card fees," and eBay's like, "We only want to do 2.25." Like, what do you think? Literally,
Yeah,
it's probably that small of a difference.
what's for us? Yeah, but when you add it up, I mean, it really is. It's significant, and I wouldn't say it's like the offset between the two the return on investment like it isn't there. It doesn't bring in more than what the cost is. They don't bring more customers, more revenue than what the cost is. If there was a marketing incentive that drew people to it, for using Amex, I could see it. But I mean, it's 2024. Like, Amex isn't the king anymore. Like, they're not and that's no slight at you because you use them. Like, millions of people across the world use them, obviously, but they're not the one where it's like, it's not a status thing anymore like it used to be.
Yeah, it was a sad day. It was a sad day, for sure. You want to talk a little bit about the recently released eBay PSA page? While we're talking about eBay.
Yeah, I'm curious if it didn't feel too loaded up from what I was looking at. I had a very quick look. I didn't really study it much, but I'm very curious if I can figure out a way to set up a filter for it. And I think we talked about that before, right? Getting it alerts set up and stuff. For stuff when people get added, so you can get in there quick and peruse. I think it's an area where we're always going to constantly have some kind of flow from now on. So I want to keep an eye on that flow. Like, what are things looking like price wise, volatility wise? While price is consistent, are they higher? Are they lower? Is there a lot of eyes on there? I'd imagine 95% of people have never even heard of it. There's people always talk about the 1%. I know PK says that a lot, the 1%, but like, we really are, I think, a pretty small minority in this hobby in general. So I am curious, like, what that looks like for going forward, getting eyes on it. But I'm pretty optimistic. I feel pretty good about it. How are you feeling? Do you feel like it's something you want to put some time into?
I did. I really did.
Yep.
And then they announced they want your tax ID and social security number. What are we doing? It's a consignment service.
I'm pretty sure I said that. I thought that might happen. Yeah, I can't see them. Like, it's going to be connected to you. Like, I have a hard time thinking that they would be the sellers and eat it, because they're going to want to offset it, but also like have a paper trail of where it's been offset to.
I am going to send them a fucking 1099 if they send me one, because they're the one consigning for me.
Okay, so that's the part that I want to nail down though. Is it eBay or is it PSA?
It's got to be PSA because it's through their account. It's all through their portal, their account.
But it's also through eBay. So I don't know, because they're not connected. Does that jump into the same system where they're calculating it? Because if you can sell X amount on eBay and X amount through them, that might help a little bit, if you want to set it up that way with structuring where your sales are. I think that is important. But if they're connected and lumped together, I think a lot of people aren't going to be very happy.
I will be sending them a fucking 1099 because they're consigning for me.
Yeah.
They're a consignment service. You're going to get my 1099. Enjoy that, mother effers. So, F them people. Not excited. So I was super excited.
Could we? Here's a cheat code though. Could we see middleman pop up?
Yeah.
For a consignment middleman. I don't know if I've ever seen a consignment middleman before, but I wonder if
that'll be
is that a possibility where that middleman wouldn't run that way? They would eat it and just record it as consignments off, and they would pay the 1099 profit of the net income profit minus consignments on their account, which is the part they're responsible for. I don't know. I'm not a pro at all that stuff. I'm not pretending to be, but like, I gotta say, I think there's probably is a way to optimize it the best possible way, and make the least amount of work for yourself.
Saying we should start a Slabbed consignment service?
Yeah. Email us slabbedpodcast@dingleberries.com.
Dingleberries.com. I'm about to look that up.
I want to click that. I tell you, there's probably something bad.
It's nothing.
Okay,
It looks available.
We'll buy it.
Yeah, coming soon.
Why not?
You got time. You're bored. You're looking for a fucking side quest.
Oh, I'm dead right now. You see, I've aged like 15 years. People were saying that I look like Nick Fury in the comments last week because I got fucking gray hair now. Bro,
I'll have a solid gray patch here in like a year and a half. It'll just be one streak.
I can't even see it.
Yeah, you can't really tell here.
You need to do one of these. You know, a little Sharpie in it.
A little bit darker than that, probably, but yeah. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how it develops. But yeah, consignment thing can be interesting. You want to get into? You got any recent pickups?
Ooh, do I? You know what? I bought a couple of things on PWCC. I've had a really hard time getting things on eBay these past few months at a good price. I've had a really hard time finding good deals on eBay. Is that just me? Have you had much luck?
I feel like I've had some decent luck, yeah.
No, just me then.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just the stuff I'm looking for, but I have pretty much nothing really special. There's a few things I'm looking at this week on PWCC, but I'm just looking in my vault right now. I got a couple of this stuff I'm going to show in a video, but I won a box of the Pacific Senior Baseball Association sealed box. So basically, a bunch of old guys that used to be like pro baseball players, they got together in Florida in like a housing community in Florida and created their own set of them being old and seniors playing baseball. And I won the whole box for $5. It was like $5-6. I was like, this is the most ridiculous but hilarious thing I've ever heard of. And I was asking, some of the guys in the baseball chat in Dak's channel, and they were like, what the hell is this? They were like, dude, that's like not cool. They didn't think I was cool at all, but I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was so funny. So when I got that, I bought a box of year 2000 Looney Tunes, which I thought was a fun one, brought back some memories, and a 1993 Toon World, and it's got Michael Jordan on the front from when he did, all the basketball movie and stuff with Looney Tunes. So there's that, and then the other stuff is I want to make a video on it. It's kind of a surprise one because it's like I've been buying a whole set of something.
Pokemon?
And maybe this week is the last card I need is an auction for the set. So if I'm gonna win it, I'm just gonna pay whatever it is, just because I'm so tired of needing to get this one. But once I've got that one, I'm gonna ship them home. I'll make a video and we'll talk about it. But I've just been buying random like fun stuff cheap. I won like a comic that had like a really crazy artwork on it, and it's a 9.8. Like it's great comic, and it's one of those ones that like doesn't have any writing on it. It just has the picture. It's like a naked variant or whatever they call it. I won that for like it's like $10-15, and I'm like, I don't know how like nobody wanted this, but yeah, I've got just some fun, cool stuff. Like nothing too crazy. Big Pokemon stuff. Nothing much lately. I've been buying sealed. I have a bunch of ETBs and some celebrations and some random stuff, but I've been buying some sealed. I've been trying to behave myself getting crazy, but I'm on there every day. I'm always looking. Whenever I have a free minute. It's part of the hobby, right? It's part of it. Looking and trying to find and searching and trying to find deals and looking what things are selling now, what things are at auction, that kind of stuff. So I'm very much in the mix of it still. What have you been? Have you bought anything? I mean, obviously, yeah, CollectCon, you had a couple of pickups there, but just in general, is there anything that you're like hunting or trying to do right now?
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember, but back when the Lions were in the playoffs, I bought like a $3,200 rookie card of Jared Goff's.
Yes. Yeah.
I bought that basically as my memento. I was like, man, I really wanted the Jared Goff rookie card. The dude brought us. I got to see my first ever Lions playoff win in person. Nuts. Since like first time ever. So
amazing.
I was like, I want something. So I went and spent too much money. Bought a rookie card that was $3,200, numbered to 10, on card auto, BGS 10, auto and grade, and just sold that for $4,000. So I made roughly $750 in like whatever it is, 4 months. So
yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
No, I was kind of sad. Like I had it listed high, buy it now, and somebody came through with like a $4,000 offer. I'm like, all right, sold, I guess. And I figured right after that, I started looking for a replacement card that was cheaper. Yeah. And I saw this card was on auction. It's a 1/1 Jared Goff rookie card, but it's not the really sought after Donruss or Prism.
The rookie one, yeah. Okay.
But it is a rookie auto 1/1. I was like, it was $700. So basically made roughly $700 with that sale, and this card almost paid for itself. So I'm happy with the 1/1 rookie card. I'll be satisfied.
That is a nice looking card too. It looks pretty flash.
I don't think I've ever had a 1/1. Oh, I lied. Shout out to Brad G Cards. 1/1 Thomas Edison.
Yep.
Grail. Yeah. But yeah, that was cool. So that was that one and a couple of video games. My was the Black Ops. I showed, I think, in a video or something. I don't know.
Oh my god. Yeah, you did. You made a video. It was amazing. Oh my god. That game. Yeah. Next level.
Yep. So
I think that's probably my favorite slab you've got out of all the games and comics and stuff you've got right now.
Yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know. Like, I really wanted Diddy Kong Racing. The ones I want are like $1,700. N64s are expensive.
It's an investment. Yeah.
You can get cheaper ones, but yeah. I don't know about all that. We'll see. That's like the only N64 game I loved.
We've definitely got a serious connection to Black Ops 2, though. I mean, that was a game changer for me.
Yeah, I would love. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I actually wasn't bad at it too. Like, you know, some of the levels, like, yeah, it was enjoyable. It really was.
So when I made my video talking about this, I had said I got like second place or something in the tournament, but I was just like doom scrolling through my old Facebook and saw that I won a copy at the tournament, and I won the tournament. So apparently it was the Black Ops 1 tournament I got second place in. So that was pretty cool to see that.
No way.
Old timestamp. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet at a midnight release.
That's nuts. Do you remember what year it was? Did it show you what year? 2012, yeah. So that was it came out 2012, but the year after, Walmart had it on Black Friday sale. And that was when I got it. It was 2013. And I remember lining up for it, and it was a year old at that point. And I remember lining up for it. You know, it was late at night, and it just being crazy. It was just so many people. Oh my god, I love that game. I played it so much.
I got a picture of Black Ops like at Target on Black Friday, because it dropped like early November, and then Black Friday they had it out and I'd have a picture snapped on my Facebook saying sale Black Ops 2 $59.99, which was literally the exact same price, is not on sale.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Scammers.
okay. Yeah.
$59.98.
Exactly. Fuck.
Do you still have it?
My OG one?
I still have in my living room. I still have my 360 with Black Ops 2. I still have it.
Jesus. I got rid of my 360, which I'm sad because I have my Guitar Hero guitar still. Man, would love to play that again.
Yeah, I still got the 360. There's a few games there, and now I've got the PS5 next to it. It's two extremes, but yeah, I would really love to get a PS1 again because that was my second. I guess technically it was technically my second console, PS1, because the first one was a ZX Spectrum. Didn't even have a mouse, but the first one that was like really good actually had games with PS1. But I'm hesitant to get one and like get into that and buying some games for it and using it and stuff, because on the PS5 I have that subscription thing, that PS Plus whatever, the premium thing, and you can play PS1 games. And I played a couple and I was like, these are fucking awful. Like, they were so bad. The graphics and the clunkiness, and like, I was like, this isn't fun anymore. Like, it just isn't. Yeah. Like, the nostalgia is there, the thought of it. But I actually played a couple. Like, I think one of them was like Toy Story 2, and like you start in Andy's room and you're buzzing, you like got to bounce around and stuff.
That game. Yeah,
I couldn't even get out of the room. I couldn't even do the first level.
I mean,
and it was so bad, the quality. I was like, this just isn't, like, I'm not even enjoying this. It's not entertaining to me. But back then, I mean, it was the high of quality and stuff. So obviously, I felt like it was amazing. But we've come so far since then. I mean, it was just like it was too extreme. It was way too extreme.
I did the same membership thing on my Switch for NES games.
So I got that too, yeah.
It's like $3.99 a month, so I can play like Super Mario Brothers 3 and ice hockey, which is
it cost me like $55. What are you talking about? $3.99.
Mine's $3.99 a month.
I did something different then. They charged me like $55 or something.
One-time fee though, maybe?
A year. It was like, it said you had to pay by year. It was like an annual thing.
Because that wouldn't make sense. Mine's only 4 times 12, 48, which I mean with tax maybe, but yeah, no. So it's literally, I just saw the charge. It just came out $3.99 or it's $4.99. But
I need to check that then. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I think the only game, like I played my Mario Brothers, I could play those. That's phenomenal. I could still sit down and grind those out. But I played ice hockey and it felt, man, I used to dominate in this game. It almost made me want to sell this game. I'm like, F this game now. But I'm not gonna do it because I freaking love. I need to get back to it. Man, my hands are cramping so effing bad with that. The fuck, even with a Switch, it's just my hands are so big. I can't. This is a 42-ounce can. Yeah, crazy.
You selling it's extreme. Anything? It's definitely extreme. What do you say?
You selling anything?
What have I sold? Let's see. I am not prepared for this conversation at all. I sold some penny sleeves. I sold my one of one Chewbacca. Someone bought that. Nice. That was a 2015 sketch card. It got graded. I mean, it's a one of one, but it got graded with CGC. It was CGC 9, but it doesn't really matter the grade, I guess, when it's a one of one sketch card. It's a cool one. I didn't absolutely love it. Like, Chewbacca is probably my favorite Star Wars character, but the artwork wasn't that amazing. And then, yeah, those Paldia Evolved ETBs, like, I just got blown out one night. I don't know if maybe someone made a video or something that I missed on YouTube. So maybe a Discord blew it up. I don't know. Yeah, not a whole bunch of stuff, but just a couple of random things. You had a couple of sales. Did you make a couple of sales at Orlando? You were telling me about. I forget what it is. So you just said you sold
I sold one Charizard for Japanese 151 through Konga, consigned it through him, which was that card's cheap as hell. It's like $100, $120 maybe. But I sold two of my else's.
Oh yeah.
Auctioned one on eBay and then sold another one private sale. I should sell this one, but
you're in the profit. You should.
I know I should. Don't tell me
There's
that.
no connection there. Why would you? There's no connection there at all.
My daughter used to like her.
No, it's not your daughter's. It's yours. Let her like her. Print her off a picture. She don't give a fuck about that card. I'm telling you right now. Just sell it.
Jesus.
She don't.
All right. I guess I'll sell it. Sell it. Chill.
Think about the moolah.
Yeah. So that card's gonna get listed probably tomorrow. Last one I did was a 3-day auction and it sold just fine. But I think they charge you for the price has been doing this, like just like the Umbreon. So yeah, I did it as quick as possible. It probably made me an extra $100, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
You want to do a slang word?
Yeah, hit me with it.
You want to do an English slang? I'm not prepared for any like sports stuff for you.
No, I'm gonna give you sports stuff.
Yeah.
You give me the slang, and I'll give you the sports word. Throw it back.
Okay, what is
Throwback Thursday? Technically, upload day.
What would I be giving you if I gave you a bog roll?
What? Say that again.
A bog roll. B-O-G. Bog.
Bog roll. What would you be giving me if you gave me a bog roll? My wife, I think, just got a bog bag. That's got to be similar, right? It's got to be in the same realm. It has to be like a UK origin bullshit. Giant ass fluffy bag, whatever it is.
It's not a good thing. I would not want a bog bag.
You would not want a bog bag?
Not in England. Here, I mean, whatever.
If you said you'd give it to me?
Well, I just meant that as an example. Like, if you had a bog roll, or if I gave you one, or if you bought one, or something like, what would it be? It's an item.
Called a bog roll?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's an item. And you could buy it at like just a regular store. Like, it's not anything like special.
Tampons. What?
No roll in there. It is toilet paper.
I thought I was close. I was down.
Close.
It's the same thing.
You were thinking sanitary, but yeah, it's bog basically is like what we'd call like a toilet. Like, go to the bog, and then roll is like literally it's rolled up like a roll, right? So it's toilet roll kind of.
Yeah.
Toilet paper. So bog roll. Yeah.
Basically where tampons came from. They just compressed them really tight.
Welcome to Slabbed Podcast, guys. Hope you're enjoying it.
Hockey. We're gonna talk about hockey. I'm gonna give you this is you're good. You get hockey really good last time.
Where my expertise lies. Yeah.
It's been like probably a half a year since we've done this, so it is the Stanley Cup Championship starting this Saturday. In case you didn't know that,
it is. I didn't know that.
Who are the two teams in it? That's not the question, but do you know?
The Rays and the Cardinals.
Yep, you're actually right. That's pretty good. That's good. Oh man. All right.
The Panthers.
A knuckle puck. I
can tell you what I would say it is in slang in England.
What is that in England?
You said a knuckle fuck, right?
No, a knuckle puck.
Oh, knuckle puck.
Puck. Oh
Okay.
my God.
That is not where my mind was going.
I could imagine where your mind was
Okay,
going.
knuckle puck. I think it's where knuckle puck. It is where someone stops the puck with the stick instead of the end where they're supposed to stop it. If they stop it like near where their hands are.
That would kind of make sense. No. So knuckle puck comes from the movie The Mighty Ducks. Maybe before that, but basically say this is the puck laying flat on the ice.
Yeah.
A knuckle puck is where the puck is sitting upright on the ice, and they hit it with an absolute clapper into the net.
Oh yeah, you could hit. You get some.
So if
pretty
the puck
good.
standing upright and you slap shot it, that's a knuckle puck.
Pretty good connection. How would it get? Are you allowed to stand it up?
If you got time, you can. Usually,
I didn't know that.
That's why it was in the movie. But
you got to move fast, right? Like everything's sliding.
There's something called the Michigan, which I could have used as another term. It's literally it's called the Michigan, where a player behind the net can scoop the puck up with his stick like lacrosse and just put it into the net. You could do that with a puck. You could just carry it on your stick.
Like reach around the net to get it, because you got to get it in the front part, right?
Yeah, exactly. He puts it on his stick and just reaches around and slides it right in the top corner. Literally like lacrosse. They're getting pretty.
You can kind of like pick it up and manipulate the puck. It doesn't have to stay down.
You can carry it on your stick as much as you want. Yep.
I did not know that.
People just don't because it's not that easy. Usually you don't see people carrying it because it'll just fall off. They get more handles when it's on the ground. But if you're just going to do a quick put in the net, you can do it. People do it. It's crazy.
Yeah, the velocity just kind of pushing through. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just thought it had to stay on the ice. I thought it was one of those things where it just had to be down. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you usually don't see knuckle pucks in the NHL because the only times it happens is if the puck is just rolling for like a one-timer. So the puck is just rolling to the player that got passed to, and then they hit it. Just unnaturally happened. They don't usually set it up, tee it up. Usually it's slower.
Yeah.
It was good effects in the movie, though.
Everybody's too close, right? They're all so close and like on each other. Yeah, that makes sense. I can guarantee I'm not the only person that's learned stuff tonight on that. Like, there's got to be other people, you guys listening at home.
I'm curious about that. The UK word you're talking about, though. Sheesh.
Yeah, I'll send you a video tonight. I could probably find one for you.
All right.
Okay. Gem rate.
Damn.
We get like, what is going on? What, like, there was no 2020 hype, everyone's going crazy. Like, this hobby is freaking turbo right now. Like, I know sales prices are all over, some stuff's down, some stuff like, I feel like everything's all over the place. But what I can tell you is there is so much volatility, there's so much volume moving around every single day. Nothing I've been watching has been unsold. Every auction I'm watching is selling. Every auction is getting multiple bids. People are moving slabs. PSA did 1.36 million slabs last month. Thanks for pulling these numbers, Josh. So 1.36, CGC did 184, SGC did 174, and BGS did 59.
How many tabs do?
We did in total with the four that matter over 1.5 million, almost very close to being 1.75 million slabs in a month. 1 million blows my mind, but adding another 3/4 onto that is just is mind-boggling. Like what's happening right now.
Isn't it 1.78? Isn't it 1 3/4?
Huh?
You said it's almost 1 3/4 million.
Is it one?
One.
Oh, I was thinking it was 1.26. Yeah, 1.36. So yeah. I mean, we're right there.
Yeah, right at the top is the total 1.78 million total
Yep.
graded. The weird one was SGC for me, 174. It's about to pass CGC, and it probably will because I think this was like an Omega Mystery Slab CGC month because I think they're trending closer to like 120 on average. So it'll be good to see their turnaround time slow down or speed up a little bit now that that's hopefully in the past. We'll see. But yeah, 1.78 million slabs is effing absurd.
Unreal.
Wow. Like the consumption, because they're getting consumed, dude. Like crazy. And I think TCG is still PSA's GOAT right now. I think they're still pulling the biggest numbers as a single category, if I had to guess. So,
I mean,
why?
even say 10% of PSA slabs enter their eBay consignment situation right next month. There's 300,000 slabs going into that one account.
Yeah. That's insane, dude.
Insane. A lot of cards potentially going into that vault. It's a big one. But again, I think there's appetite for it.
Yeah. I think there's obviously I think it will, I don't know, like I feel like it's gotta hit a ceiling at one point, but I feel like every day, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, like I've known people that have never sent cards to get graded in the last week sending in cards to get graded in groups. Whatnot does do a service to getting the community out there, and
Yeah.
it's
There's other
crazy.
channels too, yeah.
It's crazy the reach some of this crap has. It is insane, and the GameStop thing is making it more mainstream because traditional people that are just in there to buy video games, like, oh, what are these? Like, it's that type of stuff that will just propel this crap, which is crazy to me to think about.
I think
So,
I think with all that stuff combined, just conversation in general, it just seems like people are talking about slabs, right? It's just so present in front of people, in front of mind. You go to Collecticon, it's just freaking slabs everywhere. Like every table is slabs. Like it's just that is the hobby at the moment. Like it's an absolutely massive part of it. So it makes sense. It's just still so surprising to me that it's still so white hot. Like it's just like a white fire. You know, the hottest part of the flame is just burning so hot right now for this hobby still in slabs.
yeah,
I don't know when it slows down. I don't know if it does. Like does PSA just continue to dominate and just ramp up and up and up? Does this become like a mega industry,
yeah.
worldwide? I don't know. It's crazy to me.
I think we're in the .com era of a generation. To be honest, like this,
Right?
the way this feels
Yeah.
is like we're witnessing history of all this stuff, the fanatics,
Hmm.
all the acquisitions, all this stuff. This is like the foundation for what's going to be here for a long time. And the social media is going to carry this stuff just insane. The fact that this stuff existed before social media and sold for expensive stuff,
Yeah.
like it blows my mind that some of these like $100,000 cards in like the 80s and 90s, I'm like, how do you even know about this shit? Like now it's just like so at your fingertips, the YouTube videos, the Instagram posts, people making A and B comparisons, auction recaps, and just dumbasses doing PWCC live streams and just like stupid, insane data and information is just so available.
Hmm.
It's insane. It's crazy. Like,
I love that analogy too that you use like the .com era. Like I think that fits very well. That makes a lot of sense when you said that.
I don't think it'll crash like the .coms, but
I mean, look at it now, though.
Yeah.
It's how the world works. Like it's yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly. It's gonna be part of the future. I can for sure see it. It's not going away.
with this many people invested and this much money invested into it, it's really hard to think of this as like a Beanie Baby situation. Like I just don't think it's even close to being something that could tumble.
What about
It
pop
just
figures?
like Funko Pops.
Funkos.
Just feel like they didn't innovate. Like it just kind of is what it is, right? Like they did mini versions and they did big versions and you could get them graded, but like it's still just that one thing. Whereas Slabs is like a service and every set is something new.
Yeah.
And every year there's new players. You know, talking about PSA, the amount of sports stuff they're doing, like literally every year you have new things going on. So yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I love talking about it. I love thinking about it, but it's hard to imagine. It's hard to wrap your head around just how big of a thing it is right now. How many people there is in this hobby that we're not aware of, too. Like there's so many people out there doing exactly what we do. Never even heard of them or seen them or spoke to them. Like potentially could be someone that would like be perfect in the Discord, you know, or listening to this channel, interacting with us. Potentially millions of people throughout the world. Like that's a crazy thought too. You just got to find that connection. There's a lot of amazing ones in the Discord. I'll tell you that.
Yep. 100%. Yeah, there's people all over the world I've interacted with. It's just freaking absurd. It's so cool.
What's your thoughts on One Piece blowing up the world? Like I feel like One Piece is just gone crazy. Like everyone's losing their minds for it.
Shout out to my buddy Amjad Ibrahim. He just did a top 8 at a One Piece tournament and won like a $4,000 card. And he sent it in to get graded through Beckett. So very cool. But yeah, it's nuts. Some of the prices of these prize cards is insane to me. Lorcana prize cards seem cheap compared to these. To be honest, might be a buy. But yeah, I'm a fan of the popularity. The show obviously is a banger for a lot of people. I've never watched the anime. 1,000+ episodes. I don't think I ever will. That's insane. I don't know, man. I've never owned. I own a starter deck, one like a pre-release starter deck. I was gifted from my local game store. I was like, I'm interested, and then I just filed it. It's in my box, and it's just been there. What about you?
I don't think I realized how old some of the cards were. Like how long they've been making One Piece cards, and how recently I just heard about it and discovered it. Like I was looking at some, and I was like, what? Like this is older than like most Pokemon sets. You know, some seriously old ones. They've been making them for years and years and years. And some of the artworks are actually pretty fun. Like I was tracking some of the Nami cards. She's one of the main characters. And she's like pretty, got big boobs, the rest of it like anime style. And her cards just like everyone buys them. Like they go crazy high. Like there's obviously Nami collectors out there. And there's like cool artworks. There's different styles, and it's like you can tell there's different artists and different sets, and there's a lot of creativity gone into it. And the more I've looked at it and explored it, the more I've thought I should get into it. Like I kind of want to, but I'm hesitant to because I feel like I'd get sucked in a little bit, and I'm already sucked into too many other things. So at the moment, I'm just kind of enjoying looking at what's going on. But also, like, the prices are kind of high, like, on some of them. I know you said, like, compared to Lorcana and stuff, but some of the ones I've been looking at, I'm like, I could buy a really nice Pokemon card for that price that, like, I really do want, that I'm way more invested in. So, yeah, it's interesting to me how many people are talking about it and how much hype there is and how big of a thing it is. And I don't think I realized till very recently how long this has been going on, making cards and grading cards and stuff for them. So, yeah, just interesting.
Yeah,
it's good to touch on. I know there's definitely One Piece fans in in the comments, hopefully.
If I were gonna get into something now, balls deep as a collector, it would be Lorcana. I think it has a longer trajectory, a wider spread of target audience. I think One Piece will be similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! In the sense that massively played game, limited character base, and you will just see constant reprints of the same named characters with different arts. Blue Eyes, Dark Magician Girl, the only cards people give an F about. And you're seeing the same thing already with One Piece. Like it's Nami, it's Luffy, it's whatever. It's like 3 different people I keep hearing. It's a bunch more, but those are the big dogs, and they keep new serialized already, and all of this. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, but I feel like it's getting carried heavily by the players. The people who invested did very well because the players had a lot of demand because the game is so playable. So they were buying it up, flying off the shelves. They haven't printed a shit ton like Lorcana did because they wanted it for the players and just printed it into the earth. Bandai wasn't ready for it, and they never said they were, and they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah, and that's a good point too. What you're saying about the few characters, because there isn't that many characters, and when you compare it with you think of like Pokemon, there's like a freaking 1,000. Nah, and Yu-Gi-Oh,
There's gonna be more.
I get completely lost when I look at Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm like, how is
like
this
40,000? There's like 40,000 Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something like that.
Is there really? Oh my god!
Something
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
it's like I have a very difficult time keeping track of the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff and getting into that. But One Piece, like, there isn't that many characters that there's cards of. The show doesn't have that big of a scope of like the community of different characters within it. But the ones that are in there, like you say, Luffy and Zoro and Nami and stuff, like they are very, very dominant within that. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's interesting. Lorcana, I think, as always, since we first ever discussed it, since it was first ever thought about, there's always been definitely potential there, right? Like there's a lot of potential, I think, for growth for it to be something special. And I mean, your house is a good example. Like some cards, they're already there. Like they're already crushing it.
Yeah. I think Lorcana is similar enough to Pokemon where I think the number of characters is greater than too few. Yep. And it's big enough to have a broad enough like collectors of Piglet. Like there's a new Piglet card that's freaking badass. Bunch of all these random cards, like, and I was just looking, it's 27,000 unique Magic the Gathering and 12,000 unique Yu-Gi-Oh. So there's 1,000 unique Pokemon, which is like a healthy amount. Somebody could relatively like see the silhouette of them and know every single one of it.
Yeah.
And same for Disney characters. Yu-Gi-Oh, you can't, which is why they focus on such a small amount of characters, and then One Piece will be the same, Magic's the same, Power 9, whatever else. I don't know. It's just too much. There's too much out there to collect. You get lost. Some of those games.
Yeah, agreed. It's fun though.
Yeah, agreed. I wanted to mention real quick, there's a Detroit Sports Spectacular in Novi, Michigan this weekend. I'm going to go to on Sunday. It's the first ever, it's the largest sports card show in the history of Michigan, to my knowledge, happening this weekend. Wow. So that'll be pretty cool. Which you want to check it out, see what's popping. That'll be cool. It's like $15. So let me know if you're going.
Take some cash.
I'm thinking about it. Find some sauce.
You never know. You never know. You wanna show some of our friends' cards?
Yeah, let's do that. I want to
PC items, shall I say?
You want to tell the people real quick what you did, or?
Yep. So basically, what I did was I threw a message into Oak Slab into the Discord that we're all in, and just asked you guys to send me a picture of something that's like one of your favorite things in your personal collection. Like, what's something that if you're going to show your best friend like something cool that means a lot to you in your personal collection, like, what is it? So I collected those. Greenie hasn't seen them. Josh hasn't seen them. So what I think we're going to do is I'm going to show one and we could talk about it, and appreciate it a little bit, I guess. And then I want you to guess who you think it is. He's got a list of names of everyone that submitted, but the pictures are jumbled up. So he's gonna take a guess at who it thinks it is. You ready?
Did you ask the question in?
I think just in general. But
really? Yeah,
this it's moving so fast in there. I think it got lost pretty quick.
Yep. That's certainly what happened.
We got a lot of cool people that submitted though. So next time we do it, keep an eye out for you guys. Get involved. Yeah. So let me see.
A couple Champs Fest cards from 2022 staff.
Beautiful. Look at that little Pika. Yeah. So one is non-staff, one staff from 22, both 9s, and they're even consecutive certs. So submitted by the same person. Beautiful.
So I'm looking at the list of names. This has got to be UAP if I'm guessing.
And why do you think that?
I feel like he's the most traveled out of all of these people in the freaking list.
Possibly. What? I think subconsciously knew because of. Do you see what this is?
I can't even see what. Oh, it's a clock tower, isn't it?
Which city has a giant clock tower in it? Where's he been setting up a store?
Oh, the UK?
Yeah, London. Big Ben. That's Big Ben in the background. It's one of the most famous clocks in the world. And I guess they're taking over London, but yeah, pretty cool.
Easy. This is gonna be light work. That's cool card.
All right, let me check them off my list. I got a list going, so let me.
So were those his cards? I'm guessing. Very nice.
Yeah, these are the ones that he was saying is like his favorite.
That's
oh my
cool.
God, I completely messed that up. Let me see. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm going through this list nicely. Okay. So, one for you, baby. Woo-hoo!
Who's got the sauce, bro? What the? Got the Thunderstorm theme deck, Zapdos, and a pristine 10.
Who's this, baby? It's Fossil.
You dog. Somebody's lying to me. Who haven't I talked to and they didn't feel the need to show this to me?
Pristine 10. Absolutely gorgeous.
That helps me eliminate a lot of the names from this.
This is the one I was telling you that I was trying to bid on last week. I actually wanted to buy it. I thought it was such a cool card. Yeah.
This was on auction last week?
Not this actual card, but this card. Yeah. You already have Fossil Zapdos, don't you?
I'm going to guess. I don't know. I feel like Quilly's in bed with PSA. I'm sorry if I offend anybody in this. Oh, man. I'm going to go with.
If you're going to get this one.
I'm going to go with. Maybe I'm gonna go with Ben.
It is.
Let's
go.
I
was not expecting you to get that one. This is a really special card. I love this slab with this card. The pristine gold looking with all the yellow and the electric. Like I think it fits really well.
Ben, call me, dude. Call me.
I think it's a good one. Yeah.
I got a PSA 10 with your name on it. We'll do a nice trade.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'll throw cash in.
Okay. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for this one. This is a beauty. This one, I don't know why. Tyranitar EX always want to call T-Rex. like to me, it's just T-Rex.
Oh,
It's like
that's funny.
little-
I never even thought about that. That's clever.
I don't
Damn.
know if anyone does. It's just in my head. I always think T-Rex, but yeah, we got the
I feel like I haven't seen like the purple and the green slabbed graded guards. Those look nice together.
It fits well too with the coloring. Yeah, I like
Those are
it.
nice.
Purple and green does work
Golden
well.
Sky, Silvery Ocean. I don't think I have a single PSA 10 T-Tar. It's got to be PokeFresh though. Gotta
Yes, 3 out of 3. You crushing
Yeah.
it.
I know PokeFresh too well.
Beautiful cards.
Hell
Absolutely
yeah,
gorgeous.
dude.
Oh my god.
Those are some
love it.
baddies.
Yeah, seriously. Okay.
I'm kind of offended. No, I'm just joking. He didn't know we were gonna do this. Did he know we were doing this on the podcast? Probably did.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it have the freaking blanket on it, Mason? Come on, bud.
It's giving attitude, is what it's doing.
It looks good. That's nice. That's a giant ass plush. Holy cow!
I love it. I
Definitely.
love that. Can you see the tiny little fangs?
Is that a Growlithe or an Arcanine? Those tiny fangs make me think Growlithe.
Right, but it's an Arcanine, right? Yeah, it's Arcanine. But it's got the tiny fangs. I just thought that was cute
Oh,
that they added that.
fangs.
No, it's the cutest.
He
Okay.
looks obese.
All right, let's give some X's there for me, Sam. Oh, this one might be a little. This one might be your first trip up. So you're 4 for 4 right now. Let's see if you can do 5 for 5.
Blastoise Pristine 1. Man, I don't. You sure you didn't miss Old Card Shop from this list? Man. So you asked people to ask their favorite card or something, like one of their favorite items?
PC item. Yeah, so obviously, I mean, it's whatever it means to you, right? Like, I would probably pull out my Crimson Invasion Pikachu.
Man, this is a stumper. This one's tough. I want to lean towards Johto Jake because he's a Blastoise guy. I would assume like this would, if this is his, it is a childhood card because he's a PSA 10 guy. Or it could be Max and Thurl are kind of wild cards for me. I don't think it's Brandon. I guess it could be any of these guys' childhood cards. Right. But I'm going to go with Johto Jake just because he's the Blastoise guy.
No, you got it wrong. And I thought this one might be. This one is such a classic for all of us, honestly, like for everyone. This was actually Brandon. Mr. BB.
Is it BB? Is it a childhood card at least, did he say?
Absolutely. Yep.
That's cool.
Beautiful card. I mean, we'll never not love this card.
I wish I had. I guess I do have one childhood card, but that's it. That's cool.
But even in a 1, I mean, the grade it's irrelevant. That card, I can appreciate it just looking at it. This one gives some sparkly vibes.
Zoom out. Let me see the fingers again.
Oh yeah, good point.
Harry Palms. Oh, I know who that is for sure. I'm joking. Man. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get dusted here for a minute. Jesus.
Okay, so we got a Game Boy Color Dragonite.
That's a nice card.
Very early one, very early one, but it's a pretty strong grade there, honestly, for what it is. It's very strong. It's very clean looking too. Love the Game Boy stamp. Like this is a hell of a card.
It's got a graded guard on it. I feel like that puts me towards Quilly.
No.
Damn.
This is Legend of Luke.
That was oh my God. I was on the fence, him and Luke.
Yeah, this is our Lukey boy. Beautiful card.
Sorry, Luke. What did he say about the card? Did he say anything?
He sent me that. No, not at all. And I was the one that was so I was freaking out like, oh my God, I love this card.
That's cool.
Okay, so
Damn it, Jodo Jake. Big
you're,
Jake.
you're 4 for 6, right?
If you would have put this one earlier, I would be in better route. Stunning card.
There's a reason I'll move this one a little bit later, but whatever.
Bitch.
So first ad 9, pretty stonker card. Like this is a big one.
I miss my 9 set, to be honest.
I love that it's in plastic too. Is it sleeved as well?
3 layers of plastic. It looks nice.
Love it. Deserves every inch.
That's banger, dude.
You know who that is. So
yeah, it's Jodo Jake for sure.
Let me cross him off. Okay, we've got a couple more still. Karen Zumbrion in a 9. First ad, absolutely freaking gorgeous artwork. Just beautiful art.
Karen's.
I love it. Really is.
Is the Versus hollow on the bottom left?
Yeah,
I don't
Versus.
know if I ever noticed that.
It's that. Yeah, I mean you can kind of see it as a little bit close. Yeah. It's not.
This has got to be Quilly.
Outlandish. Sure is.
It is?
Okay. Yep. So
your
reason
that is because it has the Phantom display. And I know him and
yeah. Okay. I see.
Boys. That was my guess.
You have literally the best memory of anyone in this whole community. I swear to God. So you're full. Yours.
Did Quilly start?
Did he?
I want to say I heard something maybe recently, but I'll have to.
He needs to.
I'll have to check in.
You're 6 for 8, I think, right? 4.
Something like that. Yeah, I think
6 for 8. So this is number 9.
Roy Schwartz.
Lancer. It won't let me zoom in. I think it's
Weiss. Japanese Weiss. Special rare SR.
It's pretty cool.
Red Spear Witch. Did they spell witch wrong?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
It's not witch as in magic witch. It's Red Spear Witch, and then it says witch does whatever it is. I forget what it's called when I looked it up.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, it's I'm gonna go with Max.
No.
Damn. Ethereal?
Yep, Ethereal Borealis. This is Pikachu's friend. He's a rock star.
He's got some taste, for sure.
He's a quiet but a big player. He's
love the green on that bitch.
It's a cool artwork. I can't think of what movie it reminds me of, but it reminds me of a movie. It's been driving me nuts ever since I saw it.
It's probably that one hentai film you were watching.
Yeah, there wasn't many guys in that one though. I do like the little like signature like sketch thing that's going on in gold. I think that's cool. Yeah,
I like it on those cards, but man, I hate it on some of those Pokemon trainer cards. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't like it on the what's the girl that had the milk carton? She had one. I forget her name.
I don't know. I just remember Inside Sports Card Investor, he had opened up a pack and he got one of those trainer autos and he was like, oh my God, an autograph card? He was like so confused.
Yeah, but they all have them. So yeah.
Man, okay, so this is a tough one.
Trunks the Battler. So this is Dragon Ball Z. So they're going to be Dragon Ball Z, but it's old school. It's 2002.
Max or Pikachu here? So I know Pikachu is a Dragon Ball fan, but I feel like you would dick me and put the Scyther at the end so I don't know the giveaway. I feel like that's something you would do to plan this.
I've been pretty nice. I've been nice so far. I haven't been too much of a bad boy.
Things change. I'm gonna go with Max.
What's NB?
Son of a bitch. I think he showed me that purchase too.
You think it's Max, he said?
I said Max, yeah.
It's Pikachu.
Yeah, I think I remember him showing me that picture he purchased. or I saw
Plot
it somewhere.
twist. Plot twist. It is. You're
You
not
just
going to get
did
the next one. The next one is the hardest one.
Damn. I'd say that's a max.
It's Max. This is. I don't know how many of you have seen Max. Max isn't someone that I would say is like out there with a lot of like pictures and videos and has been seen. Definitely someone hugely in the hobby, massive, huge net positive on the hobby. But I don't know if a lot of people know what Max looks like. But Max looks like Max. Like literally looks like Max. It is so awesome. This slab was actually a gift from our very good friend DNA, Pogi DNA. He gifted this Max because it's Max and it's a 10. And it was actually Max's first ever PSA 10 slab also. So it's like the perfect trifecta of why it would be the ultimate PC card. So that's why I wanted to save that one for last. I thought it was really special.
That's cool.
Really
Very
cool. Yeah,
So
that was fun.
4.
Yes.
So I think next week I'll tell you to stay out of Discord for whatever, a few hours, and I'll do the same thing. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, yeah, I don't even think you need to. You could just ask because they sent me mine via DM.
Yeah.
So you could just say, "Hey, yes, you guys, if you want to do it for a few people, I won't even know who it is." So
yeah,
you could do that.
I'll
That'd be
definitely
fun.
shit on your life. That'd be great.
I loved seeing people's cards. That was like really fulfilling for me. Like when people send me stuff. So thank you to all you guys. A few dozen people that sent that stuff through. That was really enjoyable. Hopefully everyone watching got to enjoy that and see honestly just the scope of our hobby, right? You guys are all in here talking about stuff. You all love Pokemon, you all love slabs, but like there was some completely different angles and ages and variations of stuff throughout different IPs. Really, really interesting to me to see that. I loved it a lot. Did you enjoy that? Was that fun to you?
Hell yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Oh.
It was. I like the additional of at least me not seeing it, so I think it'll be cool doing it the other way, so you can kind of get the whole side of it too. That'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You'll enjoy it for sure.
Yeah, awesome. I won't do as well as you. I'm not very good at memory, but
now people, I guess maybe some of these people watch this podcast and they'll be like, okay, challenge accepted, and you're gonna get some effing hard ones next week.
Yeah.
You're like, who the hell likes unknown? What are we doing?
Be true to yourself. Yeah, let's enjoy it. Go easy on me.
No.
Okay, what else we got?
I think I'm ready to wrap. We can wrap it up.
Okay.
It was
well, it was fun. I feel like we had a lot to talk about.
Hell yeah, dude. Good stuff. I enjoyed getting into the slang again, throwback. Seeing some of the community stuff again was awesome. But hope you have a great week. Looking forward to being back next week. It basically new time. We'll be back probably again Wednesday recording, Thursday upload because of I have softball late Tuesdays now. So
yep, and I mean it's whatever. It doesn't really matter to any of us. I think as long as we get the slabbed at some point to soak up during the week. So hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget, click the thumbs up on my comment and leave your spicy comment and enjoy it. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your week. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of it. See you guys.
Peace.